Hey, welcome. I hope you guys are doing good. Thank you so much for joining me. Today's reading is the person on your mind. What do they secretly want to tell you? What do they secretly want you to know? All right. So we have three groups for you to choose from: group 1, 2, and 3. If you need to pause the video so you can take a moment to choose your group, feel free. But I will see you guys in your readings. Hello, hi, welcome. If you've chosen the first group, then this reading could be for you, the person on your mind. What are they secretly wanting to tell you? We have the Devil upright, Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Tower also in reverse. Okay. So they could secretly want to tell you that they like or appreciate that you are freeing yourself in some way, improving yourself, that you're not holding yourself back anymore, that they appreciate how you've healed, they really see and appreciate your growth, and they want to tell you that you should continue to seek out your autonomy, and you should continue to define yourself, figure yourself out, separate yourself. This could be separating yourself from a person, environment, a certain image, or it could be anything really that makes sense for you in terms of what this person could possibly know about you so far. It also feels like they want to tell you that they aren't controlling. Maybe they aren't as controlling as they seem or as they used to be, and they want to tell you and want you to know that you don't have to be defensive with them, that they don't want you to be defensive with them. They want to tell you that they regret any past encounters you may have experienced. And this doesn't necessarily feel like it's about them, it feels like it could be about other harmful experiences that you've had, or run ins that you've had with certain people. But they regret that some people from your past haven't taken accountability for how they've treated you. Despite that, they secretly want to tell you to be more vulnerable as well. And this could be in reference to them because they do want you to be less defensive with them. So this could be about you being more vulnerable with them and not closing yourself off, maybe due to, other things that have happened, and, encounters that you've had with other people and such. And they also want to tell you that they hope you don't perceive any of their actions as harmful. And this could be, currently, but for a lot of you, this feels like it's in reference to the future. So they don't want you to see their actions as harmful in the future. Whether or not they actually have harmful intentions towards you, it could be different for each of you, but definitely, trust yourself. And, like maybe what you know of this person so far. They also want to tell you that they are someone that likes to take control of their life. And even though they want you to kind of see them as not controlling, they also want to secretly tell you that they are, quite controlled or like to take control in their own life, but also certain people's life around them as well. So it's almost like they want to tell you that there is like a distinction in how, in like a controlling, in them like maybe trying to control themselves and other people. It's like they're trying to do, kind of separate that from another type of controlling, if that makes sense. So yeah, they secretly want you to know that they have been intentionally holding back from you mentally, could be emotionally as well, but that they want to and plan to change that. They want you to know that they are seeing you through fresh eyes, you know, and they want to tell you that they see you've been undervalued, underappreciated, maybe that you still are being undervalued, and that they feel it's not right, and that's something that they want you to know. They really want to tell you that they plan on making more of an effort with you, but that they aren't a big fan of commitment or rushing into things, or maybe like promising or giving too much too soon, if that makes sense. They secretly want to tell you that they are dealing with some conflict at the moment, and this could be with a woman they are close to. They want to tell you that they are constantly being compared to other people in a negative way, and they want you to know that it irritates them. Whether you do it to them or not, majority of you, it doesn't even really feel like that's the case or that's the message that's coming through. This feels more like a general statement more than anything else, or that there's someone they're dealing with specifically in their life that is constantly comparing them to other people, and they kind of just want you to know how much it irks them, basically. So yeah, they also want to ask you if you're finding it hard to collaborate with people or get on with someone in particular. They could also want you to know that they too are struggling with collaborating and really kind of maybe getting on with people in a collaborative sort of way that is not easy for them as well. Um, they want to tell you that they think you are very competent, much more competent, skilled, and intelligent than you let on, or than they realized, or than other people realize. And they secretly want to tell you not to question yourself. They also want to tell you that they think you guys could make a good team. So they also want you to know that they like how you don't look for validation. They secretly want to tell you that there is a part of their past they're still holding on to. And this could be in reference to a person, and this part of their past could be something maybe harmful, or maybe unhealthy to them, or unhelpful to them in some way. And they secretly want to tell you that they are trying to, mitigate or avoid a fallout happening in their life or something spiraling out of control. So we have make better choices. We have whatever you're thinking about, don't do it. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 6. We have selfless. This connection will forever affect me. We have release any doubts. We have talk dirty to me. We have I know. And we also have they wouldn't understand. So they secretly want to tell you that they plan on making better choices. With whatever you're thinking about, don't do it. They also want to tell you that they are less impulsive, or they plan on being less impulsive. With release any doubts, they secretly want to tell you, ask you to release any doubts that you may have about them. So they also want to tell you that they like your intuition. They like maybe the things that you have knowledge on as well. They want to tell you that they do like your mind. I think that came out earlier in the reading where like they do see you as very intelligent, and that's something that they secretly want you to know. They also want you to know that they have trouble being selfless, but that is something that they plan on doing more in the future, being more selfless. They also want you to know that they feel people don't or wouldn't understand your relationship and connection, with the lovers coming out to clarify that one. Even if you're not asking about a romantic connection, I don't necessarily do these readings for, just purely romantic connections. It's, any type of connection really. But yeah, they want you to know that they feel people don't necessarily or wouldn't understand the relationship that you guys have. They also secretly want you to know the impact that you've had on them as well. And with Talk Dirty to me, they want you to, it's like they want to secretly ask you to be honest with them, to like keep it real with them, even if what you say or have to say isn't pretty, you know? And finally, we have gentle, we have crazy, we have tough, and we also have quiet. See, this is kind of weird because like each of these is like the opposite. You have gentle, you have tough, you have crazy, you have quiet. It's like an oxymoron. I'm gonna see what that's about. If it's even about anything, we'll see. So it feels like on some level they want you to know that they feel your differences could complement each other. They want you to know that they could be more on the crazy side while they feel like you are more quiet. They also see you as quite gentle, but they also want to like secretly encourage you to be like more tough, because they do think you're quite soft, they do think you're quite gentle, and yeah. But that is all I have for those of you who chose this group. I do hope it could help, and I'm wishing you the best. Please take care. Bye. Hey, welcome. If you've chosen the second group, then this reading could be for you. The person on your mind, the person you're asking about, what do they secretly want to tell you? Alright, so have Three of Cups in reverse, Empress reverse, and the Page of Cups upright. So please only take what makes sense for this reading. For some of you, it could be in reverse. It could be like a form of projection, but I will just be reading it from like their perspective and what they potentially want to tell you, but twist it and in a way that kind of aligns with the person and the situation that you're asking about, right? So they could secretly want to tell you that they think you guys don't gel socially and that they need some distance from you, maybe in certain environments, in certain situations, or at specific times. It feels like they want to admit that they aren't able to support you, maybe support some of the things that you do or say, and they want to tell you that they do feel disconnected from you at the moment, maybe in general, that they may not understand you or that you guys aren't compatible. So for some of you, they want to tell you that they don't appreciate you second guessing them or appreciate you being sneaky in some way. They want to tell you that there are other people around the two of you that find you manipulative or hard to be around, and they want to admit that they think you are doing it on purpose, and they want to tell you that they feel there's no or very little harmony between you guys, and that they feel they are struggling socially because of you or because of the difficulties present in your connection and relationship to one another. It feels like they secretly want to share that they've been talking about you, that they kind of betrayed you in that way, haven't been acting in the most honest way concerning you, and this could be referring to them talking to you. They also want to mention that they fear that you have been betraying them or negatively impacting them in some way. And they want to tell you that they feel there are certain unhealthy things that you need to address or that they feel you need to address. And they want to tell you that they think you are neglecting yourself, and they feel that this neglect isn't helping your self-confidence. They also want to tell you that they think you need to work through and focus on any financial or material struggles that you could be experiencing, that you need to control anything that is overwhelming you and to not take it out on them or other people or in the different areas of your life. So it feels like they also want to tell you that they feel you are too dependent on the past, or like using it as a crutch. It feels like they secretly want to say that they feel you can't keep using your past as an excuse. It feels like they want to say that they want to nurture you, but they feel like they can't. Um, they want to tell you that they feel you have a lot of great qualities, but maybe at the moment they're being overshadowed by other things. And they want you to know, they want to tell you that they feel you have a great imagination. And it feels like they want to remind you that your imagination, that your creativity is unique to you. And this could be in terms of them thinking that you shouldn't expect other people to understand your creativity, or just like certain people won't understand your creativity. And they also want to tell you that they like that you're looking for new opportunities as well. And finally, they want to tell you that they do prefer when you are in that playful, youthful and silly kind of energy. So moving on, we have drop the ego, we have you are loved. We have our connection is doing more harm than good. Is it bad that I've never made love? We have breaking cycles. We have you have a beautiful smile and beautiful eyes. We have you are strong, but you don't have to do it alone. And we also have animalistic. And I will do these ones after. So with drop the ego and with you are loved, it feels like they want to tell you that they feel you need to drop your ego in some way, and that you need to come from a place of love with this you are loved card. And it feels like they want to tell you that the more you come from a place of love, the more that you might be able to receive that in the future and moving forward. They also want to tell you that they are breaking cycles. And this could be in terms of, that was clarified by the Ten of Swords, so it could be in terms of like putting an end into things that are heavy, hurtful. It could be breaking cycles in relationships. It could be in reference to you breaking a certain cycle that's been repeating in the relationship that they have to you. It could also be breaking certain cycles that you would be more aware of in terms of the person you're asking about. But it feels like that's something that they want you to know. They want you to know that that's something that they are focused on. So we had 10 of Swords before to clarify, and now we have the Ace of Cups that's come out next to clarify. So it's almost like they are trying to end something so that they can, make space for something new. And something, exciting, different, something that makes them happy. You know, they could be trying to break cycles so that they can change their luck with the Wheel of Fortune coming out, so that they can change their fortune. So with this card here, it feels like they want to tell you that they want more of a distinction from you. It's almost like they want to separate themselves from you. It doesn't necessarily have to be in a bad way, but it's almost like they don't want you to be identified as them, and they don't want to be identified as you. Like, you guys are separate people, and that is how they want to be, you know, defined. It feels like they want some distinction there in your relationship, some sort of separation. They want to tell you that they feel some of the things that you are doing is creating, causing more harm than good. And it feels like they feel you are aware of this, so it's not something that they want to tell you to change or anything like that. Like, you do you, but they kind of just want you to know that. But it feels like they want you to know that they don't plan on any of your actions impacting them in a harmful way. And they also want to tell you that they feel that you should lean more into your positive qualities. So we have particular, we have complex, we have attentive, we also have chatty. So they could want to tell you that they feel you might benefit from being less particular. And it also feels like they want you to know that they don't want things to be complicated. They don't want maybe to have a complicated relationship with you. It just feels like, not only in terms of you, but just maybe in a lot of different areas of their life. And yet they could want you to know that they want less complex situations and to be a part of less complex situations, especially if it is coming from an outside influence. They secretly want you to know that they feel that maybe you need to be more attentive. And this could be like towards yourself, it could be towards other people as well, yes, but this feels like maybe it's more specifically towards yourself, and, you know, maybe looking after yourself in some way. And with chatty, they also want you to know that maybe sometimes you could benefit from talking less. But that is all that's coming through for this group. I do hope it could be helpful, and I'm wishing you guys the best. Okay, please take care of yourself. Bye. Hey, welcome. If you've chosen the third group, then this reading could be for you, the person on your mind. What do they secretly want to tell you? Okay, so this group, you actually have an extra card. I don't know if I can get them all on the screen. So we have Three of Wands in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Wands upright, Three of Swords upright. Oh, okay. So it feels like they secretly want to tell you to move on from someone or move on from something that happened in the past, something that they feel is still impacting you, today, and impacting maybe your choices and maybe how you interact with them or other people. So yeah, they want to tell you that they feel you need to heal from someone or something still, that it's time to let it go, in their opinion at least. They also want to tell you or ask you to not be frustrated with them, and they also want to tell you that they think you have a fear of missing out, and it feels like they want you to know that they get it, that they sympathize, and what this fear of missing out could be different for each of you in whatever way that makes sense. And in a way that maybe in like something that they would know as well, that you could be afraid of missing out on. And this could be things that they've kind of maybe picked up through maybe actions or things that you've said. It may not be something that you've outwardly told them, but just things that they maybe kind of feel based on things that you've said. But yeah, so another thing that they want to secretly tell you is that they feel you have untapped potential, that you have much more potential than they feel you realize. They want to tell you that they do feel it's poor timing for you guys, and that they feel there's still potential here between you both. And they hope that you don't end up disappointed in them. They hope you don't end up disappointed by them as well. And they also secretly want to tell you that they feel like they really aren't getting that outcome that they want with you. Feels like they want to admit that they are feeling stuck, but also admit that they think you are feeling stuck. They want to secretly tell you that they feel that you are doubting them, but that they want to align with you. So they also want to tell you that they aren't immature, or as immature as they might seem. They want, or as immature as they maybe have been in the past. They want to tell you that they feel overlooked, that they don't want to continue being overlooked. They also want to tell you that they are impatient, and some of that impatience could be directed towards you, the relationship that they have with you. For some of you, they want you to know that they aren't learning something. This could be like learning some type of life lesson. For some of you, this could be like literal studies that they aren't able to learn or see through, or that they could be neglecting their studies or learning something. Maybe haven't been taking some of their goals seriously. So they also want to ask you, maybe, if you find them a burden. It doesn't really feel like asking, it feels like they want to tell you that they know, or they think they know, you see them as a little bit of a burden, and that they, and kind of see them as hard work. And this could be something that they want to tell you that they kind of recognize in themselves as well, that they recognize that they could be a bit of a burden, or they would be a burden at this point, or in the near future, or recent past, or something like that. They also want you to know that they are prone to procrastinating, and that they realize that they aren't the most reliable. For some of you, they secretly want to tell you that they need money for something, maybe that they need to improve their finances. And this doesn't necessarily mean that they want anything from you, just something that they might want to confide in you. They want to tell you that they do feel that they are under a lot of pressure in life right now, just in general. They don't like having so much obligations. They want to tell you that they have been hurt a lot before, but also that they are feeling hurt right now, that they've dealt with a lot of heartbreak, and that they do tend to be quite emotional in general. Feels like that's something that they secretly want to let you know. They also want to let you know that they hate making difficult decisions, and they want to tell you that they recognize that they find it hard to hear the truth sometimes as well. And this is random or not random, I don't know, but they could also like a bit of drama, and that could be something that they want to tell you. And another thing that they want to share is that they do feel a bit isolated at the moment, maybe isolated by you specifically. They could also want to let you know that they are dealing with maybe a breakup, an ending, or a loss. So we have don't force it. We have I don't think this is going to work. We have I'm worried you don't feel the same. I have deep-rooted commitment issues. I don't know how this will end, but I know I want to try. We have please don't say no, say yes. And we have I'll do everything in my power to protect you. So it feels like they secretly want to tell you that they aren't going to force things with you, that they don't really plan on forcing things. They also want to tell you not to force something in your life. It could be in relation to work, it could be about finances or like material stuff, but they could want to tell you like they feel, in their opinion, you shouldn't force something. It could also be about another person. And that kind of joins in with this message over here. It says get some sleep. So they could also want to tell you that they feel like you need to rest a bit more. Excuse me. Also feels like they want to ask you if you're feeling drained. Feels like they want to tell you that they do have commitment issues. Doesn't only have to be referring to like relationships and stuff. It could be commitment to anything really. Because I know that earlier there was a message about like them not liking having so much obligation. So it could be commitments to obligations and responsibilities and stuff like that. They also want to tell you that they do feel quite protective over you as well. They want to tell you that you think that there isn't much potential for things to work out for the two of you. So with I'm worried you don't feel the same, it feels like they secretly want to tell you that they think in the near future there's going to come a point where they realize or hear from you that you don't feel the same as they do. So they could be planning on approaching you in the near future, and they're kind of worried that you might not have the reaction that they're kind of hoping that you would have. They could feel like your energy would be more in like defensive or annoyance or conflict in regards to them, and yeah. And they also secretly want to tell you that they do want to try, even though they don't know how you might react to them, that they still want to try with you and in the relationship that you guys have together. So it feels like they secretly want to tell you to reject someone. Could be someone that's currently in your life. And finally, we have rebellious, we have neat, we have casual, and outspoken. So it feels like they secretly want to tell you to be more rebellious, that they like when you are more rebellious and outspoken. So it feels like they secretly want to tell you that when they do approach you or in the near future, that they do plan on being more casual, more calm in their energy, more neat and put together. It doesn't only need to be like about physical appearance, it could be, but it feels like this is internal as well. So it feels like they secretly want to tell you that they do plan on maybe being someone that you might have respect for, if that makes sense, or someone that you might respect. With the Two of Cups and the Hangman, that they do plan on being a bit more balanced, patient, and that hopefully you would be more patient towards them, and there will be more harmony in your relationship if they maybe change their approach, and that there will be some kind of justice and fairness between you guys. But that is all I have for those of you who chose this group. I really do hope it can be helpful, and I'm wishing you guys the best. Alright, please take care of yourself.